Welcome back to Hitman, a game which yes, we have had on the channel before, but because we're doing this whole thing with achievements, I thought it'd be worth starting over and making it a constant part of the channel, because there is a lot to do with this game and there is DLC coming, which will make it worth doing in the future. For anyone new, let me explain what we're doing here. The goal of this channel is to 100% as many games as possible, and the way we're doing that is through achievements, which in turn gives us currency that allows us to get more games. This way we get a bit of a twist on the idea of achievement hunting. So, after a brief intro to the movement controls, we meet Diana, a handler and guide that will help us in assignments we're going to be taking on. We also introduced Eric Schroders, a name which you probably should remember for future videos.
Welcome to Advanced Mission Training. This operation originally took place in Sydney. The target was Calvin Ritter, infamous cat burglar, also known as the Sparrow. And remember, as an ICA agent, you are the most dangerous person in any room. But blunt force will get you nowhere in this business. And a true assassin never calls attention to himself. Good luck, Initiate. You exhibit an unusual level of enhanced sensory perception. Use your instinct now to sense the position and movement of people around you and identify your target.
And now we get to begin our journey. There are many ways to approach the levels in this game, but seeing as we're new to this, the game starts us off guiding us just a little bit, helping us along our way to understand how things work. We start off with a little bit of an introduction to disguises, which involves knocking out an engineer and disguising ourselves as the engineer so that we get access to the boat. Access we wouldn't otherwise have. I mean, people are going to be suspicious of us walking through there if we're not supposed to be there, right? So we end up on the boat, being warned that some people can even still tell that we don't belong there, and we make our way upstairs to locate the target, Calvin Ritter. There's a lot of people up here and it's going to be very difficult to take him out, so we'll have to wait for an opportunity to arise. Or make an opportunity. We find him pretty quickly, but unfortunately he made his way up to a high level where we're not allowed to go with the disguise we have on. So, the first order of business is to get ourselves a disguise that will let us move around without anyone being aware that we don't belong. Fortunately, there's a chef nearby, preparing some food. He's all alone, which makes it perfect to knock him out, hide him in a small container, and then proceed to take his outfit, just so people think we belong. Now that we look like part of the staff, we're allowed upstairs. The problem is, Calvin is one of those people that will recognize us as not belonging there. So instead of going to the floor that he's on, we head up a floor to one above him, where we find a small helipad with some barrels dangling very precariously over the edge in a perfect position to drop on top of Calvin. It's like someone planned this out already. Knocking out the guard up there is pretty straightforward, and it lets us move around safely. There's even a crowbar nearby which we need to drop the barrel. It's time to kill the target, and, well, I guess that didn't go too well, did it? He was nowhere near the drop zone for the barrel, so we gotta take a different approach. Since no one's looking for us specifically, we can head back downstairs and arrive just in time to see Calvin being greeted by a man in white. Apparently they've got something private to talk about, but let's see if we can crash their party, shall we? It's a good thing I've played this game before. I know where they're going, I know how to approach them, and it makes things nice and simple. They're entering a small room with a second smaller room inside, which neither of them check, so it's perfect for us to hide in. And since they leave their guards behind, we can easily just distract one of them by throwing an object, say the crowbar, into a corner and convince them that maybe they should check on what that noise was. Unfortunately, Calvin doesn't come in. Not at first. He instead sends the gentleman in white in, and it gives us a perfect opportunity to knock that gentleman in white out and hide the body. Because there is also a cabinet in the room which is perfect for hiding bodies. But wait, what if we disguised ourselves as a gentleman? Would Calvin be able to tell? Apparently not. But this does give us the perfect opportunity to sneak up behind Calvin and kill him, making our way to the exit without any questions being asked. Because, of course, we are the Gentlemen in White. We finished our business and we're leaving to go off on our merry way. Why would anyone ever suspect anything different? Unfortunately, that is not the end of that mission, because we now need to prove that we can approach things from different angles. This time, we are given a few gadgets just to help us along. And one of those gadgets happens to be a lockpick, perfect for unlocking a little gate toward the front of the ship. That gives us quick and easy access to the front of the ship. However, there are a few guards down there, and one of those guards just happens to be right in our way. And while he's not looking in our direction just yet, he could easily do that. It's better off to just knock him out, hide his body, and take his disguise. It gives us access to the higher levels anyway, so why not? But before we head up there, we need to take a look around, because scattered around the levels are items that could possibly help us in the future. They might not, but they could. We've managed to find a crowbar and some rat poison. The rat poison won't kill anyone, but it will get them sick, which could quite easily give us an opportunity to take them out. So we make our way upstairs, almost being spotted by another guard, but not being spotted by another guard. We headed into the kitchen, take out the chef again. He's not really having a great time, being knocked out twice and then shoved into a container. I feel just a little bit sorry for him. Anyway, now that we're disguised as a chef, we're able to blend in at a bench set up nearby. It gets us close to Calvin without anyone being suspicious of us, especially Calvin. The cool thing is that this lets us see Calvin's cycle, because some NPCs in this game have cycles, things that they do over and over again, and we can use that cycle to our advantage. As part of Calvin's cycle, he heads over to a table nearby, takes a drink, and then moves away. And if we were to poison that drink with, say, rat poison, you see where I'm going with this? It's perfect. Because if he gets sick, he'll head to a bathroom, and then he'll throw up, and we'll have an opportunity to take him out. So we make him sick, he heads to the bathroom, and we get there ahead of him because we know where he's going. We hide in a small closet waiting for him to walk in, and then we take out a fiber wire and kill him. Because I mean, that's the point, right? And even though the guard won't check on him, we may as well hide his body in the cabinet. And that being done, we can make our way out. Fortunately, because we are now in a free roam mission, we have more than one option on of how to escape. So we head up to the helipad that we used in the first attempt, and we're able to just leave. Straight up. No questions asked. Mission done. And I'm gonna say that's probably a good place to leave this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, maybe hit the like button and subscribe. Every little thing you guys do helps me grow and make better content. And that's my goal, to make the best content I can. So until next time, have a great day, night or evening, and I will see you next time.